Hi guys, thanks for following my channel and watching my videos. I hope everyone is safe and blessed. Add and subtract polynomials. Lesson 2, Part 2. It's on page 316 and 317. My Facebook and Instagram, Amira Al-Asadi. And for my students, you guys can text me or email me. If we have one variable, example 1, add, I have this polynomial which has 3 terms. So if the polynomial has 3 terms, I'm gonna call it trinomial. So I have trinomial and this is trinomial 2. So when I add them, the first step, I have negative in the second one. So I should change the minus to a plus and add the opposite number for 16. So next step, I'm gonna put the first polynomial down, plus 2x squared plus 2x, and then I'm gonna change this negative to a positive, and the opposite number for 16 is negative 16. Then I'm gonna find like terms. So 3x squared, 2x squared, these are like terms. And I have x and 2x. X means 1x, and 4 and negative 16. So I'm gonna add up 3x squared plus 2x squared, so it's 5x squared. 1x plus 2x, 3x. 4, negative 16, 4 means positive 4. So the sign right here, it's positive. So the different signs, I'm gonna subtract and keep the sign for the large number. 16 minus 4, 12, and the sign is negative 12. So the final answer is 5x squared plus 3x minus 12. Right here it means multiplication. Positive times negative is negative. So the answer is 5x squared plus 3x minus 12. Or I can do it in a vertical way. So I'm gonna write the first trinomial and write down the second trinomial under the first one. And be careful guys, we should write like numbers under each other. So 3x squared and 2x squared, I have 1x, so 2x, and 4 gonna be negative 16. Now I'm gonna add 3x squared plus 2x squared and 1x plus 2x, 3x, and negative 12. So this is the same answer. Example 2. Example 2, add the first polynomial or trinomial plus I have the second trinomial. 1, 2, 3 terms. 1, 2, 3 terms. So first step, I'm gonna change the negative or minus 4 to a positive, and the opposite number for 4 is negative 4. And negative 6x, change it to positive, and parentheses negative, and don't forget guys, parentheses, because I have negative 6x inside parentheses. Now let's find out like terms. So 5x squared and 2x squared, these are alike. So the answer is going to be 7x squared. And if I look, 8x and these two terms are alike too, so I'm going to add them together. So negative 6x and positive 14x the answer for these two terms is going to be 8x. And then 5 plus 2 going to be 7x squared, and 8x plus 8x, 16x. Negative 4, just put it down, so going to be minus 4, because positive times negative is negative. So the answer 7x squared plus 16x minus 4. Or there's another way, guys. I can do it 5x squared plus 8x minus 4 and plus this one is 2x squared, and I can say minus 6x plus 14x. So the answer, so it's like positive 14x and negative 6x. So the answer is positive 8x. So plus 8x. And now these are like terms. 5x squared plus 2x squared going to be 7x squared plus 8x plus 8x, 16x minus 4. So you can do it in 1 or 2 steps instead. Or we can do it in a vertical way, which is 5x squared plus 8x minus 4, and I have 2x squared plus 8x, and this is the final answer. This is another way. So if I subtract polynomials, subtract polynomials with one variable. Example 3. Subtract. This is the first polynomial, and I have the second polynomial. So minus, so I'm going to subtract them. So guys, I can do it first in a vertical way. If I look right here, so I write down the first polynomial or trinomial, which is this one, 3x squared plus x plus 4, and the second one, 7x squared plus 2x minus 16. So I have minus between these two trinomials. So when I subtract them, I'm going to change the sign for the second trinomial. So the sign for 7x squared is positive, so I'm going to change it to negative. I'm going to make it in red. Negative, the positive, I'm going to change it to negative. Negative, I'm going to change it to a positive. Now 3x squared and minus 7x squared, different signs, subtract. So the answer is 4x squared, and the sign for the large number, put it down. Plus x, x means 1x right here, and minus 2x, so the sign for the large number, so it's negative, going to be minus, or you can x. Same signs, add, so it's positive 20, and you're done. Or we can do it in this way if you like it, but you have to change the negative sign to a positive sign, and then negative 1 parentheses, and then this negative I can change it to a positive, so negative 16. So I can the opposite number for 16 is negative 16. Then I'm gonna distribute negative 1 and multiply it by each term. So just put down the first polynomial plus negative 1 times 7x squared, negative 7x squared, plus negative 1 times 2x, negative 2x. And put this plus down. Negative 1 times negative 16, positive 16. Then we're going to find like terms. 3x squared minus 7x squared minus 4x squared plus x means 1x. Negative 2x, so I can have negative 1x or negative x. Plus 4 plus 16 is plus 20. So negative 4x squared, then positive times negative is negative and plus 20. So this is the final answer, which is same as this one. Same answer. Example 4. Subtract. So the first polynomial and minus the second one. So I can do it in a vertical way, guys, which is x squared plus 2x plus 3. I'll write down the second one, 4x squared minus x plus 6. Then I can change the sign. I already have positive right here, so I can change it to negative, positive, negative. Then I already have 1 right here, or positive 1. So negative 4x, a different sign, subtract. So the answer going to be 3x squared and negative. Both positive, so add. You have 1 right here, so it's a 3x. Different signs, subtract and keep the sign for the large number. So this is going to be the final answer. And you can try it in this way, guys. So change the negative to a positive and then negative 1. And I can multiply negative 1 by these 3 terms. So negative 1 times the first term and times the second and times the third term. So write down x squared plus 2x plus 3 parentheses plus negative 1 times 4x squared, negative 4x squared, negative times negative, so positive x, negative 1 times 6, going to be negative 6. Because there's already right here, there's a positive sign for 6. And there's a positive sign right here. Then I can find out like terms. So x squared minus 4x, these are alike. So negative 3x squared, 2x with 1x, 3x, 3 minus 6 is negative 3. So negative 3x squared plus 3x minus 3, which is same as this answer. But I think this is easier if you guys like it. So you can pick one of these two ways, this one or this one. Practice 5.1a. Add. So I'm gonna do, guys, the odd numbers, and the even numbers is your work. So number 3, I have this polynomial plus the other one, 3 terms. So right here I can do it in this way. So I'm going to change each negative sign to a positive sign, and 3x to negative 3x parentheses plus 4, change it to negative 4 parentheses plus 3x squared plus, change the negative to a positive, 2x to negative 2x parentheses plus 6. And then we're going to find like terms. 5x squared plus 3x squared, it's 8x squared. Negative 3x, negative 2x is negative 5x. Same signs, add and keep the sign. Negative 4 plus 6, or positive 6, because there is a positive sign right here, which is positive 2. So plus 2. So the answer is 8x squared minus 5x plus 2. Or we can try it this way, guys. 5x squared minus 3x minus 4, and write down the second one. But this is adding, and when we add, we don't need to change the signs for the terms that belongs to the second trinomial. So I'm going to keep them as it is, and I already have positive right here and positive right here. So the answer is 8x squared. So I have same signs, minus 5x, different signs, positive 2, gonna be the same answer. If you like it this way, guys, you're good. Or if you like it this way, you should have the same answer. Number 5. 9x squared. So I have, it's adding. So the first polynomial, I can change the negative to a positive. So I have negative 3x right here, this negative to a positive, and negative 3 right here. And this is 2x squared, 5x, just put it down, because I don't have negative signs in the second polynomial. Then these are like terms. So add them, 11x squared, negative 3x with 5x, gonna be 2x, and put the plus down, plus negative 2 and positive 5, which is positive 3. So this is the answer, or we can add them in this way. So 9 plus 2, 11 x squared. Different signs, you can say plus. So 5 minus 3, it's 2x. And the sign for the large number is positive, so I don't need to write it down. Right here, 5 minus 2, 3, which is same answer. Practice 5-1, 7. 7, I have negative 8g squared plus 7g plus 6 plus 8g squared minus 7g minus 5. So we can do it, we can change for the first step. So negative 8g squared. So write down the first polynomial plus 8g squared, write it down, and change the negatives to a positive and the number to a negative 7g, and 5 to negative 5, and don't forget, guys, parentheses. Right here, so negative 8g squared and positive 8g, so if I have them right here, 8g squared and positive 8g squared, so I'm gonna cancel them out. So it's 0, 7g and minus 7g, or negative 7g. So I already have positive, right? Cancel them out. So this is 0. Then I can have 6 minus 5, which is 1. So the answer is 1. B, for B, guys, subtract these two binomial because they have two terms, 1, 2. So I'm gonna call it binomial, and this is binomial 2. So I can do it, guys, in this way first. So 3y plus, change the negative to a positive, change this negative to a positive and negative 1, and then 2y plus negative 2. Then write the first polynomial down, or binomial, plus negative 1 times 2y, negative 2y, negative 1 times negative 2, positive 2. So right here, these are like terms. These are, guys, like terms. So I'm gonna add them. 3y minus 2y, different signs. So if I have different, because I already have positive right here, guys. So different signs, I'm gonna subtract and keep the sign for the large number. So it's 1y, or y. I don't need to write y, 1. Negative 4 and positive 2, it's negative 2. So plus negative 2, so the answer is y minus 2. And you can, guys, do it in this way, 3y plus negative 4, and then this one, let's do it together, guys. 3y minus 4, and then 2y minus 2. So the first step, we're gonna change the sign for the second binomial. So I already have positive right here. So I'm gonna change it to negative and change the sign to a positive. Then the answer, 3y minus 2y, gonna be y. Negative 4, positive 2, minus 2. You can do it in this way, guys, and don't look. So this is same thing, okay? So you can do it in this way or in this way. Subtract 2a minus negative a minus 1. So we can try, guys, this way first. 2a plus 1 and negative a minus 1. And we're going to subtract. And if you guys subtract two binomials or two polynomials, so you have to change the sign for the second one. So I wrote the first one, 2a plus 1. And the second one is negative a minus 1. So I'm going to change the sign for the signs for the second one. So this can change it to positive and positive. Now 2a plus a, we already have 1 right here, guys. So the answer is going to be 3a. 1 plus 1, 2. This is the answer. I think this way is easier than this one, but it's up to you guys. You can pick any way you like. And then for this one, same thing. I can change the negative to a positive, and this negative one, distribute it and multiply it by each term. So equals 2a plus 1 plus negative times negative, positive a, negative 1 times negative 1, positive 1. So 2a plus 1a gonna be 3a, 1 plus 1 plus 2, which is same answer. $15. So I have this is the first trinomial because it has 3 terms, 1, 2, 3. And this one is binomial because it has 2 terms. But for the first one, these two are like terms, so I can add them. 7y plus 5y, I can have 12y plus 5 plus, I can change the negative to -1 and then multiply it by these two terms. And don't forget, guys, to change this negative to a positive and 2 to -2. Now 12y down plus 5, write it down, plus -1 times 2y, -2y, -1 times -2, +2. So 12y minus 2y, it's 10y. 5 plus 2, 7. So plus 7, this is the answer. Or you guys can do it in this way. And don't forget the first one, 7y plus 5y plus 5. It has two like terms. So just add them first, plus 5. Then put the second one under the first polynomial. And it's subtraction. And when you subtract, you're going to change the sign. So we already have positive right here. So we're going to change it to negative. And this sign going to change it to a positive. So right here, we already have positive sign right here. Now 12y minus 12y and minus 2y is going to be 10y, and same signs, plus 7. So 10y plus 7, which is same answer. 17, I have, if I look at the first polynomial, negative g plus g minus 1. So if I look at the first one, negative g plus g, so these, the coefficient is 1. So negative 1g, positive 1g, I can cancel them out. So these are equal 0. So I can cancel then I can have -1. The first polynomial is -1. I can change this negative to a positive, and then -1, because I already have 1 right here. And then I gonna so negative g plus, change this negative to a positive, and the opposite number for g is negative g. Change this negative to a positive, the opposite number for 2 is -2. Then I gonna distribute and multiply -1 and this one right here. So -1. So if I look, I have, this is just, how many terms do I have? This is one term and the second term. So now I have two terms. This is the first term and this is the second term, because -1 is multiplication by this parentheses, okay? Because these terms, 3 terms, are inside parentheses. Looks like one amount times -1. So put -1 down, plus -1 times negative. So first, if I look at these two terms are like terms, so I'm gonna add them. So I know I have 1 right here and 1 right here. -1g is equals -2g. So put plus -2 down, and then now I'm gonna multiply -1 by these two terms. So I'm not gonna multiply them right here. No, I'm gonna multiply them at this step. So okay, so right here, -1 times -2g plus 2g, -1 times -2 plus 2. So -1, these are like terms. So -1, +2, so 2g plus 1. So this is going to be the final answer. $19. So right here I have 7b squared plus b minus 8 minus, so it's subtraction. So when I subtract, I can do it in this way, guys. So 7b squared plus b minus 8, and the second trinomial, write it down, 7b squared plus b plus 8. But right here, I'm going to change the sign. So I already have positive right here. So I'm going to change the signs to negative, negative, negative. So now the answer is 7b squared and minus 7b squared. These are equals but different signs. So I'm going to cancel them out. So it's 0. Positive b, negative b. 0. Negative or minus 8, so it's negative 16. So this is the answer. Because negative, it means positive, you can change it to positive, negative 8. So this one, you can do it positive, negative 8. Change it to positive and negative 8. So negative 8, it's negative 16, the answer. Or you can do it in this way, guys. Try it. Just change each negative. So the first trinomial, it has 7b squared plus b minus 8. 7b squared plus b, change the negative to a positive. The opposite number of 8 is negative 8. And don't forget parentheses. Minus, change it to a positive, and we already have 1 right here. So, and the opposite number of 1 is negative 1. And then the second trinomial, 7b squared plus b plus 8. Now I'm going to multiply negative 1 by each term. So right here I have 7b squared plus b plus negative 8, and then plus negative 1 times 7b squared, negative 7b squared, plus negative 1 times b, negative b, plus negative 1 times 8, negative 8. Now, so these are like terms, but 7b squared, we already have positive right here. So positive 7b squared, negative 7b squared, cancel them out. Positive b, negative b, cancel them out. Negative 8, negative 8, negative 16. What is the sum of the polynomials? So this is question 21C. The sum means we have the add or the total, and we're going to add the terms, add up the terms. So it's like adding. So we're going to add this trinomial to this one. It has 1, 2, 3 terms. And the second one, 1, 2, 3 terms, so they both are trinomials. So right here, if I look at the first term, 2xy, and 2xy, these are like terms. So the answer is going to be 4xy. They have same signs. So the green one are alike, 3xy squared and minus 3xy squared. So change it to a negative. So right here, change the negative to a positive. And these two terms, we just add them. So it's right here. So now I have 4xy and then plus 3xy squared plus change the negative to a positive, and the opposite number for 4x square y is negative 4x square y, parentheses, plus 5x square y, change the negative to a positive, and the opposite number for 3xy squared is negative 3xy squared, parentheses. Now for these two numbers, I just add them, which is 4x. So I don't have this one now because I added to the first one. 4xy plus, so 3xy squared, and I have 5. So if I look at this one, 3xy squared and negative 3xy squared, so they are same terms but different signs, so I'm gonna cancel them out. So I'm gonna cancel out this one and this one. Now, and negative 4xy squared and x squared y, and plus 5x squared y, so 5 minus 4 is 1, so the answer is 4xy plus x squared y means 1x squared y. So I have to pick one of these options, so A is the correct one, which is x squared y plus 4xy. Now, so your homework is practice 5.1, page 317. Add the following polynomials. So I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and the polynomials are, I think, are clear. Right here I have square. Right here I have square, so I think it's clear. So 17y minus y plus 3 plus 4y plus 3y plus 3. Number 4, negative a squared plus 2a, 16a squared plus 6a, 6a plus 6, negative 5a minus 5, 2x squared plus 5x, 2x squared plus 4x plus 7x minus 9. Look at these two terms are, you have to add them first, guys. Negative a squared minus a squared minus a minus 4, negative a squared minus a squared minus a minus 5. So this is A, guys, and then we're gonna have B. B, it's practice 5.1, page 317. So I have 12, 40, so these numbers, and for 22, you have to pick one of these options. Which of the following equals, so you have to subtract these two polynomials. So 5x squared, this is x squared, this is x squared, guys. I think the square is clear. All right, here there is square, and right here there is square, and square right here. So this one is clear, square, square. These are square, I think they are clear. So 5x squared minus 2x plus 1 minus 3x squared minus 3x minus 2. So please do your homework and text it back to me by Facebook or Instagram, or you can text it if you know my phone number, or email them to me, guys. Thank you, and stay at home.